Hello and welcome to This is Private Practice. We are back to Monday. Some of you in the Northern Hemisphere, I know, are still enjoying a Sunday, but here I am to encourage and inspire and help us understand the good, the bad, the ugly, and all things about private practice. So it's Monday and look, I'm awake and I'm up and I'm going. Have you had a good weekend? I actually did. It's kind of getting to the point where I can be in my new home, which I moved in December, and feels like my home. So I've spent quite a bit of time in my garden. It's me looking at my garden. Spent quite a bit of time in my garden on the weekend, and it's even gotten to the point now where I can see how I want my garden to evolve and where I want to put things. And my husband and I started planning for some fruit trees down the back towards the train line. And I also discovered that my garden needs some lavender. So it's kind of nice to have had that time to reflect and to just be here and potter around and be present in my home, because I really do think with everything that went on towards the end of last year and how busy the beginning of this year has been, especially with me being overseas for 2 weeks, that I haven't quite arrived here yet. So that was just really pleasant. And Mondays, of course, I was off to yoga this morning, and I was so present in my yoga session that I forgot to take a picture. And then I was so present with the woman that I had coffee with at my cafe that I forgot to take a photo. So kind of didn't do the selfie thing very well today. And I've discovered that about myself is if I'm really present in the moment and really present with the people I'm with, I actually forget the selfie thing. So there we go. I need to work out some way of being reminded, because that's a fairly important part of how we let people know what we're doing. It's an important part of our own PR, in case you're wondering. Selfies of you going through your workday and the things that you're doing in a moment in time is actually a part of your own PR. In fact, social media platforms these days are not about communication as much as they are about PR. And there are some things that there is no way on God's earth I would ever share on a social media platform. And there is also different ways that I communicate on Facebook as there are to Instagram, as there are to LinkedIn, to my blog, and all of that sort of stuff as well. Hello, Heather, you struggle with that? Yeah. So I'm going to speak into my struggle a little bit today. I don't post live video or video content very much at all on LinkedIn. I am terrified of my peers here in Australia when it comes to LinkedIn. There you go. I've said it. People are going to laugh at me and go, what on earth do you mean? So here on Facebook, I am happy to share with you the good, the bad, the ugly about what it is going on in my life and how building a private practice affects me, because I really want everybody to join in that discussion. And for me, Facebook feels like a platform where it's appropriate to have those conversations. I don't feel it's appropriate to do that on LinkedIn. In my mind, LinkedIn, people turn up to use LinkedIn, they're in their suit. They are dressed for work. They have their work hat on. They are senior executives. They're professionals, unless they're all friggin' LinkedIn B2B marketers, then sorry. That is driving me nuts at the moment. But I know how important LinkedIn is for my private practice. It has been one of the platforms that has driven my private practice in terms of getting new leads or in terms of helping people get interested in what we do and how we do it. And I really took my hands off LinkedIn last year because I wrote a book and my dad died and I moved house and something had to give. But I've started to notice that my positioning on LinkedIn and as an expert or a go-to person has really started to decrease. And thank you, Heather. And I was really wondering why our platform was starting to decrease and why it was finding it so hard. Is people don't know what we do. People don't know where we are. People don't know what's going on. And my one post every couple of days that my comms person is putting out is great. It's better than nothing, but it's not enough. And anybody who knows anything about social knows that video is where it needs to be. So LinkedIn have released live platforms now, and you've been able to upload your own organic content, video content to LinkedIn for ages. And I know that that is the thing that is going to drive our visibility. That's what I'm looking for. I want more people to engage with what we do and how we do what we do. I have the most amazing team. I have people on my team that I did not know would ever want to work with me, and they've stayed with me for a long time. They trust me. I trust them. We do really good work. We actually got a new client, and a work trial already this year because of the way we're working together as a team. That is awesome. That is extremely cool. So I put my big girl pants on yesterday and asked for some accountability. I went to my girlfriend, Nicola, who I've talked about a lot, and I said, Nick, I need to be putting organic video content up on LinkedIn. And I had lots of reasons why I shouldn't do this. They weren't professional enough. They weren't produced enough. I couldn't be bothered doing the whole captioning thing. That, seriously, right now, that is not my priority. And I didn't think anybody would want to hear from me, hello there, Priscilla, on LinkedIn if I was just turning up informally and chatting. So I have been incredibly brave today, and I have done a video using this format, just me talking to this camera to my LinkedIn audience in a way of helping them understand who we are, who we serve, and how we help. You see, I know this. If I don't build relationship with people, whether it's one-on-one, in small groups, or on a social media platform, then all my marketing becomes useless. So if I want to engage with people quickly and I want to engage with them emotionally, because that's how a relationship develops, then I need to be able to do that in a way where people get to experience me. And yes, you can experience me when you read my blogs. My blogs are good. My book is good. But it's not the same as experiencing me on video, is it? It's not the same as experiencing me on podcast. So we need to have different mediums and different ways of being able to communicate with our audience. Thank you, Kelsey. I am taking that. No one was vomited on in the production of the LinkedIn video, I will assure you, although it did feel like it was a real possibility. Yeah. So I'm at this unique stage in my business again over here at Purple Co, where I really need to be connecting with my 5 favorite people, where I really need to be connecting with those people in my world who want to know more about us and how we can help and how we can serve. Sound familiar? I hope it does, because it's my 5 favorite people program, which is actually starting on the 1st of May if anyone's interested in joining it. Ha, nice segue, Joe. Did you plan that? Actually, no, I didn't. There we go. 5 favorite people program. It's an online group coaching program. It is probably the most cheapest way you can access my content at the moment, because I don't sell myself cheaply. There we go. So what else have I done today? Well, I wrote a brand new opt-in for my Purple Co people. And in fact, I think everybody who watches these videos probably needs to get a handle on this. It's called Remain Active at Work Guide. So it talks about how we can increase the amount of activity that we have when we work in very sedentary roles. So we're creating a new guide. It's a double-sided A4 piece of paper with some cues and some prompts and some little stretches and cute little things on it. And then there's a 5-day challenge that comes out after that. So I've set up this new communication tool with my Purple Co people today as a way of helping people understand how committed we are to making work well, and giving them some tangible, concrete information that they can use themselves or they can give to their clients, particularly if they're other treatment providers or if they work for an insurance company. So there we go, making it easy for them to give good quality information to their people, making it easy for people to know, like, and trust us. The whole point of what we're trying to do when it comes to marketing, the whole point, the whole purpose. Somehow I managed to get tripped up on putting video content on LinkedIn. I know why, and it's because I'm scared that people are going to say they don't like it. It's because I'm fearful of the criticism, because we all know that we as health professionals are incredibly good at criticizing each other. And I'm a little bit more scared of getting the criticism on LinkedIn than I am here on Facebook, I guess because I've had to face that down. I had some pretty ugly trolling stuff happen in the beginning of my Facebook career. So I guess if it happens on LinkedIn, we can only expect good things to go from there. Hey. So this week I have another week with a lot of delivery, but that's okay. I like my delivery. I've been owning that quite a lot. I have another yoga class on Friday morning, so I'm looking forward to that. And Priscilla, this brochure, it's being rebranded, and you now have permission to nag me about that if you haven't got it by the end of the week. Because, yes, I've just realized that never got sent to you. Let me rebrand it, because then I'll feel like it's more perfect than what it is right now. Did anyone else see any of their excuses turn up in this video today? I have been incredibly raw, open, and vulnerable with you all, but please understand that even though I've grown something that looks really successful, I am out there speaking and writing and talking to people and building my business and doing great work. I can still get incredibly anxious. I can still feel incredibly insecure, and I can still want to hide behind email. What I'll do differently, and what I want to encourage other people to do differently, is do the stuff even though you're scared. Do the stuff you know works even though you're scared. And yes, somebody famous wrote a book about that. It's called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. It's a really good book. All right, people, I'm looking forward to coming at you this week. I'm looking forward to sharing my week in private practice with you. I wonder what exciting client journeys we will be on together this week. Go be your awesome self and check in again tomorrow.